Hi everybody, it's Georgia Rose from Zencuda and welcome to the Soul Space. Tonight we're going to talk about a little bit of words of wisdom, a little astrology and some tarot, pull some cards in a bit. But how are you all doing tonight? I hope that you're feeling great. We have a new moon coming in on Monday, so hopefully that'll bring us some really great stuff. I'm going to talk about that tonight as well. So I'm just going to give everybody a few minutes to log on. And I also want to make sure I'm on because, you know, I'm still doing these remotely. We're not quite back in the studio yet because of COVID, but we should be really quickly, another couple of weeks back in the studio, which will be awesome. And I can have my guests again, and it'll be more exciting shows. But I really enjoyed doing this from home and getting to know all of you a little bit better. So there's a delay, so I just have to talk to you a little bit on camera till I can see who's out there. All right, and I do know I'm live because I got my live button. Here I am. That's great. So you guys know the drill. I have to share the show. And I see we're starting to get people online now. So I'll give you guys all a few minutes to settle in. Grab a cup of your favorite beverage and let's spend an hour in the soul space. So, who have I got out here? Let's see, coming on now. I got Janine. Hey, Janine. I had a very hectic week this week, so I'm hoping that you guys are a little bit calmer than I have had the last few days. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Got to share the show, so just be with me for a second. And if you all want to share the show throughout tonight, if you think it's anything worth sharing, please do that. And I apologize for this housekeeping I have to do. But such is life in the big city when you don't have your studio and your engineers. Okay, that's cool. So, I had a really rough week this week, I won't lie. I had a loss of one of my very good friends actually passed away. He was sick for a while, so those of you who know me know that I don't really believe in death as an ending. I believe in death as transition. So in that regard, I feel, relieved that he is at least in a place where, he's not in pain anymore, and that's kind of the way I'm looking at it. But we still obviously miss our loved ones, right? And I know some of you out there have had recent losses and can really understand, where I'm coming from with that. And my heart goes out to anyone who's had a loss, especially these last few months. So many of us have been dealing with that and suffering with grief. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit tonight as well. So just got to go back so I can see who I'm talking to out there tonight. And I'm starting to get the hang of this, so you know what that means. It means I'll be back in the studio with all my engineers and Sally and my guests and everybody real soon, because I'm getting this going on. Okay, so I got Janine, I got Catherine Garcia. How are you? Dave, I've got Joanne Amalia. I've got a bunch of people on. I'm sure we're going to be getting more as we grow, because we always do get a pretty good amount of guests. So for those of you who are just tuning in, this is your first time watching me, I would love to tell you who I am. My name is Georgia Rose. I am a psychic intuitive. I'm an astrologer, and I hope that I'm an inspirational being, and that is why I do the Soul Space podcast. I am the founder of a company called Zencuda, which is for people who live above the five senses and are a lot Zen and a little bit Barracuda. So we're very serious about our Zen here in the Soul Space, and it's Zencuda. So I have to say, I'm not one to rush my life, but 2020 has really been quite a year, and I am so glad we're going into our eighth month of August, which means there's only 4 months left. And in 2021, we're going to see a really big change in the energy because we have a 200-year shift of planets, and planets start to go into air signs instead of the really heavy earth that we've had. So as you guys who tune into this soul space every week know, I oftentimes talk about things that have happened in my personal life, and I use those as inspiration into, you know, what's going on in the world and in world energy. And this afternoon I had an opportunity to just kind of go out in my yard, and because it was a very hectic week, like I said, and I didn't really have an opportunity to meditate and get in touch with myself and connect with myself. And I think that for most of us, that's really where it's at. You know, whatever you're feeling, chaotic, anxiety, anger, despair, happiness, joy, it's so much easier to have clarity when we are in connection with ourself and our higher self and, you know, a higher power. So I took a few minutes and I went out to my yard and I started to really think about a lot of things. And so I want to say hello to everybody out there, Sarah and Christina and Bonnie, Pauline. And if you want to comment in the comments, please do so, because I do read those throughout the evening, throughout the next hour. And I love when you all comment and share, because that's really what this community is about. So I'm going to ask you all to share and just send some beautiful prayers of light up to my friend Gary, who passed away this past Sunday. And anybody out there, I see a couple people in the chat that are talking about things like that. Just send that beautiful energy of golden light to anybody who's passed over in most recent past, and send them that love. I see Joanne's having some health issues, so let's send her some beautiful energy as well. So what I was just getting kind of contemplative about when I was, hi Marcella, when I was out in the yard just walking around among the grass and kind of trying to ground before my broadcast, because as I said, I had a really hectic, kind of a very emotionally intense week, which I'm sure a lot of you out there have had, because the astrology right now and the planets and that stellium that I've been talking about all year in Capricorn, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, all stuck there in that Capricorn energy, is affecting all of us in a very intense way. We've got some planets squaring that energy in the next few days, next week and a half, and that's really going to heighten it even more. So we're not out of the woods yet with this intensity, with this volatility that we're feeling. But one of the things I realized is that I think for many of us, I hear a lot of people saying, and even clients coming and talking about feeling disconnected, feeling very disconnected. And I think, you know, that's one of the reasons why I started Zenkuda and started to do these podcasts, is because I really want to connect people. I believe life is all about connection, and that's really all we have. We think we have material possessions and vacations and memories and things, but it's really all boils down to connection. Connection with each other, with ourself, and with a higher power, higher energy, whatever you think that is. And so many of us are talking that we feel disconnected. We're disconnected from a lot of our creature comforts or our routines that we always had. And this has been a year of great change. But one of the things that I realize really disconnects us is throughout our life, we have a lot of wounds, right? We have people who maybe wound us. It could be something from childhood. It could be something in our present energy field. It could be a friend. It could be a partner. It could be a parent, a child. And, you know, maybe they say harsh things to us, or they don't always act with high integrity, and it hurts us. But for whatever reason, we don't allow that to be verbalized, or we don't allow that wound to come out to the surface. We don't speak our piece. We don't allow ourselves the opportunity to ask for accountability or validation. We don't allow the wound to come to the surface. And I know I've done that in my life, and what the result has been is I've had some physical illness because of that, and holding that wound in, because I think we turn it inward on ourselves, and the toxicity and the poison of the wound, the hurt that we feel, becomes really amplified in our life, and it takes on some form, because energy has to go somewhere. It can't just be repressed and repressed down. And the thing that made me think about this is I have a situation kind of going on in my own life that's very much like that, but also because my dog Sparky, the same week as I lose a friend, my dog had a health issue, and anyone who knows me knows Sparky is like the most connected thing in my life, and probably because he can't hurt me, so we don't build up that resentment, right? We don't have the detachment from the animal, unconditional. So Sparky had a cyst that got really big and burst. And so now he's got this whole area on the side of him that's all shaved and stitched up and this gaping, like, obvious wound. And so when this cyst was big and under his fur, he had this wound we couldn't see. But it had to go somewhere. The energy of that wound, that cyst, that toxicity, that burr, that poison finally exploded and came into view. And now all the world can see Sparky's wound. And he's different. He since he had this surgery, he's been very timid and fearful. And so I couldn't help but see the analogy of that. And so I've been giving him extra love and brushing him every day and giving him a little extra food and special food that I cook. And he's coming around. And I think the moral of the story is, don't repress your wounds. We all have wounds. And maybe that person who gave you that feeling of woundedness has wounds as well, and that's why that happened to you in their presence. And so that's forgiveness, that's love, that's the cycle of life. But I think sometimes what happens is when someone wounds us and we don't allow ourselves to feel it, we internalize it and we hold it there and we don't deal with it and we just try and act like it didn't hurt us. I think when we do that, it becomes bigger and bigger and it grows, and that wound has the ability to paralyze us in our life because that wound is causing the disconnection, the depersonalization, the feelings of not really being able to fully enjoy everything in our life, that removed feeling, that buffer, because we're holding something at bay. And unfortunately, our unconscious doesn't know the difference of emotions enough to only hold that one at bay. It will hold everything at bay. So when we're wounded and we're hurt, our creativity suffers, our other partnerships suffer, our relationship with ourselves suffers, until we take that wound out and we brush it off and we clean it out and we nurse it back to healthy, that when the Band-Aid gets taken off, there's nothing there anymore and it's really healed. And the reason why I go into this kind of heavy monologue tonight is because I think that's where we're at as a collective. And I think that we still see people who are acting out and they're projecting. And this energy right now with Mercury where it is and Mercury squaring Mars, we had the last few days, it's an energy of real projection. It's an energy of Mars is our warrior, our anger, our aggression, and Mercury is our thoughts, our perceptions, the way we think about things. And sometimes when we have things we don't want to deal with, we push them off on other people. And we throw them on other people. We take our anger out at someone else. Or we take our wound out on ourselves. And I think we're seeing a lot of that in the world, and where people are finding, striving, grasping for that comfort and that healing. Some people are still in the mode of throwing it out and violently reacting and just trying to get rid of it that way. And other people are turning it inward and becoming really detached and not wanting to unify, not wanting to seek out relationship, and not wanting to go into groups and have those connections because we've been sequestered for so long. It's almost like we're being cloistered now, and it's self-imposed in a way. We're getting too used to that singularity, that isolation, because we are allowing the hurt of not having it to turn inward. And I think that that's what we do a lot with the wounds we are given in our life. And I know, even I can speak broadly, but from personal experience, sometimes people really hurt us with words. And sometimes people really make us feel this small with words. And when we leave that conversation or we leave that confrontation, it's never addressed. And when you leave that energy feeling like this, you stay like that sometimes for a really long time. And you keep trying to pretend you're not. And that just makes the wound worse and worse. So I'm going to challenge everybody, and myself included, to, in the next couple of weeks, unpack your wounds and take them out and look at them and look at what they've been doing to you in your life. Are they giving you physical illness? Are they giving you pain? Are they making you not do some of the things that you really desire for yourself? And are they blocking you from your ideal life? And maybe healing those wounds doesn't mean you confront the other. It also doesn't mean you project it onto another. Maybe it means you have to sit with yourself and make it okay and realize who you are and the magnificent person you are, and that maybe somebody did something to you that you didn't deserve, but the only way you can fix that is by never allowing it to happen again and realizing who you are and how strong and beautiful you are, and that it's not personal. It was someone acting out their wound on you. And so I just wanted to say that, because I think right now all of us in the collective are really in that, in one way or another. Even if you don't really want to admit that to yourself, think a little bit about it, because I think you're going to find that there's some truth to a lot of it. And I don't want to see anyone wounding themselves over something someone else did, because that's what we do. And we take it on and we start to relive that karma over and over in so many different ways, Maybe we don't want to go into a relationship because we hear the words the other relationship said. Or maybe we don't want to have a child because we hear what our parents said to us. Or maybe we don't want to go for a different goal or strive for a different job or a better living arrangement or something better in our life, because we're hearing that wound over and over and over again. And it's time for all of us to change the story and stop being defined by those wounds. Step out of your vacuum. Step out of your fear of wanting to feel things. Because like I said, when the unconscious mind decides, I've been wounded, I've been hurt, I'm not going to let something in, it doesn't differentiate between the joy and the sorrow. It doesn't let anything in. And then we become robotic in our life. We become sad all the time, or we just become flatlined. And that is not what we were meant to be in our lifetime. So I just wanted to say that. And Janine's probably going to have dinner or something. She said, pick a card, I'm leaving. So hope I didn't bore you guys, but I just really felt that strongly when I was outside. And it really plays into, I'm just looking at my notes, it really plays into the astrology right now, because we have a new moon coming in Aquarius, and that full moon coming in Aquarius on Monday. And when that comes in, it's going to want us to be free. It's going to want us to have liberation. And there's no better freedom and liberation in life than healing a wound and knowing who you are and feeling your own strength and allowing the vulnerability to come to the surface, stepping into it, let it envelop you, and then heal it and overcome and rise above. And that is true freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Then you can go from there and do whatever you want to do in your life. It's so beautiful. So that's what I wanted to say, and I hope that inspires somebody out there. I need some inspiration, so I hope my words inspire me as well. And it's been tough times for all of us, right? And we're going into the 8th month of the year. 8 is the number of abundance, so let's hope for that for all of us. So when this full moon in Aquarius comes in, it's squaring Uranus. And Aquarius is Uranian, Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. So this full moon has a lot of Uranian type of energy. What is Uranian energy? Uranus is the planet of sudden, unexpected, lightning bolt change, evolution, awakening. It's the great awakener. So, hi Colleen. So when we feel Uranus in the mix with the full moon, and it's squaring, and it's also bringing other planetary transits of Uranus, which I won't technically bore you with, but it's going to bring in a lot of aha moments. It's going to be, revelation, and that's why I say go into some of these things that are blocking us, because you will. The universe is going to help you in the energy to clarify and reveal them, so that you can clear the wound out once and for all. Oh, see, Christina says she's an Aquarius. This is a really important full moon for you then if you're an Aquarius sun, because the Aquarius energy here with Uranus is probably going to bring you some kind of a new innovative idea with freedom or liberation for you, Christina. So I'm going to go to the cards and start picking cards. If anybody has questions about the astrology or anything else, you can just put it in the, hi Gina, you can just put it in the comments, and I absolutely will answer everything this evening. So I'm going to pick a card for Janine. I hope she's still out there. And then I'm going to pick one for Joanne. Tonight I am using my soul cards and the traditional tarot. If I feel so inclined, I will also pick some angel cards. So does anybody have any questions about, I know 8th month, I can't believe that either, but I have to say, Sarah, I am not one to rush my life, but this is one year that I feel like it can go faster. It's okay. So I want to say, if there's anything that pops up, ask me. I will look in the chat and I'll answer all your questions as we can. Okay? So there's a soul card for Janine. And then I'm going to pick a tarot card for her. Janine, did you get this card another time? I think you might have, actually. Janine, you are surrounded by light in this card. I'm going to show you on camera in a minute. And I'm also going to pick a tarot for you. I do read tarot. If anybody would like a private reading, you go on zenkuda.com under services. I do astrology chart readings. I do mediumship, and I also will do cards. I don't really need the cards to read, but if you want the cards, we can do them. Okay. All right, Janine, this is so funny because when I got the first card, I thought of the second, and then it came up. So there's a soul card for Janine, and the way I interpret this, the reason why I love my soul cards is because the soul cards actually, I will, Jacqueline, the soul cards actually have no words or booklet or anything with them for Oracle, so I read them completely psychically and intuitively by what the picture means to me. When I look at this pertaining to Janine, I see tremendous amount of light around the crown chakra and the head, and I also see a huge light coming out of the core of the body of this, what appears to me to kind of be a female shape. It just feels like that to me. And so this tells me that Janine is on the right path. Whatever she's doing in her life right now is going to give her a tremendous amount of abundance and energy and light. And this also is actually confirmed for me because I pulled the Empress card from the tarot. And the Empress card in the tarot is a number 3. 3 is a teacher. And this to me symbolizes that Janine is learning from her own life. It's also down here, if you see the yellow circle, is actually a big yellow circle in this card as well. So that speaks to me, this actually is the planet Venus, all right? And when Venus is, the Empress is the Venus card. And what it does is it speaks to me of the fact that this card really solidifies through the light that Janine is on the right path, and the Empress sitting on the throne confirms the same thing. She's got a beautiful crown of flowers on her head. There's a lot of yellow in this Empress card, just like in this card. Yellow is the color of abundance for me. So Janine's really on the right path and has all good things coming to her. And that's really what I feel when I pull that card. Next card is going to be for, hold on, I got to go back up. It's for Joanne. Okay. I'm going to go up so that I can do everybody. Okay, so this is going to be for Joanne. For some reason, Joanne, they're telling me to go to my angel cards, which I wasn't going to do tonight. But for whatever reason, they're telling me to do that for you. So let's look at the angel card for you. This is for Joanna Maya. And they're actually just telling me to pick one angel card. Okay. This card, I feel like it's almost like your mom coming in. I don't know why, but that just came to me. This card is Archangel Shamuel, and it says, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship, beloved one. For some reason, Joanne, this could be a romantic relationship, but I don't feel that. I feel it may be something that maybe helps you with a current relationship that just needs some smoothing over. But mostly what I'm getting from this card is your relationship with spirit, with a higher power. I feel like there's someone on the other side directing that and becoming almost like a beacon to bring you messages of light. So to me, this is a very beautiful card that actually symbolizes your relationship to spirit and your own soul and the relationship that you'll have with Creator. So I think you need to strengthen that. If you can, I would definitely meditate, pray. If there's Archangel Shamuel, bring in that energy. Usually his aura is a beautiful aqua blue. And Shamwell is a very cool, smooth, reconciliatory energy to me. He reconciles a lot of relationships. And so if there's anything that you feel uneasy about in your relationship with spirit, allow that angel to come in and rectify it, okay? Because I definitely think that's a huge thing. I just feel like your relationship with Jesus, spirit, Christ, whoever, whatever you believe, is going to become very, very strengthened. All right? So I'm just going down to see who I need to pick a card for. This is for Marcella. All right. Marcella, they are telling me to go to the soul cards. Okay, Marcella. I feel like it, I know the card, this picture may not resonate with someone, but I feel like someone who passed over is coming in and saying hello. Like, it's just like, hello, hello, like they're giving you a little kiss on the cheek. I don't know if you had someone, I don't feel like this is a recent crossover. I feel like this is someone who's been on the other side for a while. Maybe someone who passed over when you were younger. I'm going to pick a tarot card to go with this, but I feel like it's someone coming in, beautiful light, but I feel like they're just coming in and kind of like saying, hi, yes, I'm here. You may not have gotten a message from me in a while, but I'm still here. I love you, that kind of thing. I feel like it's a male energy. It could be a father figure. Yeah, and it's definitely someone who passed over when you were younger, because I'm getting this card, which usually represents for me a child. And it's the sun. Lots of light in the cards tonight. So if you put these two together, I feel like if you had a dad or a dad-like energy in your life that crossed over when you were younger, they're coming in to say hello. If there's something that you're worrying about, this is a good outcome. Could also be health. If you recently had any kind of medical test or any kind of question about health, this is usually a very good outcome. And this is a father figure type person, uncle, dad, brother, or some male person type energy coming in and saying hello. All right? I hope that resonates with you. Okay, next one is, I'm going to pick a card for Bonnie. That was Marcella that I just did, I think. This is for Bonnie. All right? Okay, Bonnie, I'm picking a soul card for you, and then I'm going to do Sarah. And like I said, if anybody wants a private reading, zenkuda.com under services. I can do readings through FaceTime or Zoom. Okay, so these are the cards. I shuffled this deck, and Bonnie, you just got the same card that Marcella got. So this also representative of a child to me, or if there's a health issue, any kind of question with a health issue or a good outcome. Look at the sunflowers in the card, the sun. This is also a Leo energy, August, and we're going into August 1st, I believe Saturday. Is it Saturday or tomorrow? Saturday, I think. Saturday is August 1st. So if there's anyone around you who's a Leo, and then the soul card, again, this beautiful sun. It's really, I don't know if you guys get this, but I'm getting it. These cards match to me, and many of the cards that we're picking tonight. Like, look at this beautiful light, and this has the sun. It's just really incredible to me, the energy. So this definitely, someone is on your mind. And what I'm seeing is it's a good outcome. If you're worried about someone for the health relation or a health reason or your own health, it's a good outcome. But definitely a lot is on your mind. But if you look at this card, this particular person that's on your mind, they're in light. And they're also in violet light, which is the light of transformation. So whatever is on your mind is going to go well, Bonnie. Okay, next card is Sarah. Sarah, they're directing me to the tarot for you. For Sarah Stack Johnson. They want me to pick a Soul card and a tarot. Okay. It's so funny because when I was shuffling, I was getting the energy of like, if you have a son or a young boy around you, and then I got the Page of Pentacles. And so there's someone that is a male, young or youthful. If they're not chronologically not young in age, they're youthful or young in age. You're going to get communication from Sarah. So it could be internet communication, email, something like that, phone call, text. But there's something that you're getting a communication and it's going to make you very happy. I feel like it's almost like a news you've been waiting for. And pentacles are usually something to do with the material world, money, possessions, movement of some kind, travel, etc. It could be that someone is coming home or coming to see you, but I feel like this is a communication from a young male or a youthful male. And I'm going to pick a soul card just to see if I can get more on that. This is for Sarah. Could be a brother if he's a little bit younger than you. Let me get a soul card on this. Yeah, definitely a male energy. And someone comes, it's definitely a communication. Look at the light on this. It's a sacred geometry they're showing me, which means it could be something to do with time or travel. But this is definitely enlightening for you in some way. Enlightening, unexpected. It could even be that this person inspires you in some way, bringing good news or a different perception on something. But that's the one I'm getting. I'd be curious to know if that actually actuates. All right, next person, Jacqueline Solari. I'm going to pick a tarot card for you and an angel card. Okay, Jacqueline. This one's flying out. Okay. So, Jackie, I have two cards here. The first one that came out was the Queen of Cups. And when I see the Queen of Cups, this is usually a woman, emotional woman, not in a bad way, but just someone who is got emotion. They may be in touch with their emotion, or if this is you, it means that you need to kind of be in contemplation and get in touch with your emotion, listening, because the next card that I have is clairaudience, and it's Archangel Zadkiel, and it says, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. I feel like you are supposed to be listening to your own emotions, like you're not in touch with yourself, and you need to do that. You need to kind of, go into a little quiet contemplation, maybe a walk on the beach or the woods or wherever. There are some things that you need to have a talk with yourself about. And it's good stuff, so do it. Even when something is slightly uncomfortable, the outcome is going to be really good for you. So spend some time in contemplation and realize that you are empowered, that you have the ability to control your outcome. The next one is for Christina Gregorat Almeida. I'm picking an angel card for you, Christina, and a soul card. Gina, today was a little bit of a rough day. We have some really intense energy coming up because a lot of the planets are in square, and that is a conversation of tension. And that place in Capricorn that has been causing a lot of the volatile energy all year is getting set off by these squares now. First Mars, and then Mercury is going to take over. So, that's really where we're at. We have a full moon coming in on Monday, which we're already feeling intensely tomorrow. And that's in Aquarius. It wants us to be liberated. It wants us to have freedom. And it also is squaring Uranus, which is sudden, unexpected things. Aquarius also is an energy of science, computers, and Mercury's in there squaring energy as well, and that's really making us give a lot of thought to being liberated, making us feel that, like, you know, frustration. So a angel card for Christina. Okay. Christina, oh, I shuffled that deck the whole time I was talking, and you got the same card that we got for Jackie Solari. So there's something about you need to listen. Clairaudience means the gift of actually hearing spirit, hearing messages. And this could be either literally that, or it could be that you just need to kind of sit with yourself and really listen to what you're telling yourself. Listen to what your inner voice is saying to you. And I'm going to pick a soul card to go with this. Again, this is Christina's cards. Yeah, look at this beautiful card that we got for a soul card. Christina, this is you. Your cup is running over. You're overwhelmed with the wrong things. You need to let your cup run over with joy, abundance, calm, peace. So I would take some time this weekend to just be alone, let things wash over you, and realize that you can control your outcome, and you can also control the thoughts that are in your mind. So between clairaudience and this, when you see, it's almost like she put herself in a bubble here. I would say there's some things that you need to tell yourself that you're trying to hear, that your higher self is trying to tell you, but you're not listening. So take some time and really listen to what you're really feeling inside and get in touch with those emotions. All right, Christina? Because I feel like something is weighing heavy on your mind and you're running from it. So sit with it, because there's going to be a good outcome with it. This is for Colleen. Okay. Colleen. Telling me to pick a tarot card for you. And I just want to say, because it just popped into my head, that happens sometimes from Spirit. Christina, that card, I don't know if I left it on top or, yeah. This card with all the water in it, water is emotion. So allow your emotion to rise up through you and flow. I feel like you're repressing it. It needs to flow because this is creativity flowing. So you need to let your creativity come through. Because when we block emotion, we block our creativity. And I think you need your creativity right now. Okay? Very, very good weekend for creativity. This full moon coming in is amazing for creativity. So, you know, we all need to like work on our projects, do whatever we need to do. It's a great time for clearing out things, that kind of stuff. So this is Colleen's tarot card. Ah, Colleen. This is like one of the best cards in the deck. This means happy family, abundance. It's the Ten of Cups. You can see the children in the background, the partners in the foreground. This is like happy, happy family, joy, joy, and all good things coming to you. So if there's anything going on in your life that you are at all second guessing, Colleen, now is the time to just let go and let it be what it is, because you are surrounded by great joy. And the other card that I picked for you was an angel card, and it says moon cycles, and the two actually came out. The other one was prosperity. It just happened that way. So I want you to know that this full moon is bringing a lot of prosperity to you. The moon card says Archangel Hanael, who is with the moon. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestation, and capitalize upon these cycles. So use this full moon in Aquarius to set your intentions for prosperity and anything to do with family and partnership really coming your way. All right. And then the other card that we pulled was prosperity. So, and look at all the green, right? Abundance. We're coming into the 8th month. And number 8 is abundance. So this is really important for you to keep your thoughts pure right now, Colleen, because good things will come to you if you don't put negativity there. The prosperity card is Archangel Ariel, and it says your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. The most key thing about manifesting anything into reality is you've got to keep your thoughts pure and positive, because negativity will destroy any manifestation of a dream. Okay? And the next one is Angelique. And I'm going to pick one for Gina. So I'll do Angelique now. Angelique, they're telling me to pick a tarot for you. Angelique, this is the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is a card that symbolizes walking away from a situation. So if there's something in your life that is holding you back, bothering you, weighing heavy on you, let it go and walk away. It's a very emotional situation, as the cups show us, but you're walking away from it. And I'm going to pick an angel card to give you support while you are, trying to make that change in your life. You're supposed to walk away from this, sweetie. It's divine order. So, and I think you said you're a Libra. This is the Libra scales of justice, the Libra scales here. So this is such a message for you. Whatever is weighing heavy on you, not feeling right, not sitting right, you must walk away from, and do it with love. Divine order, Archangel Raguel, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. You have to give order to yourself in your life by walking away from what does not serve you. And only you know what that is. Okay? Gina, I'm picking a soul card for you. Okay, Gina, this is for you. I see Pauline. I'm going to answer you in a second. Gina, I can feel your energy, and what I need to tell you is that you are in the middle of an ascension. So when things get rough and you might think that you're not hearing messages or you're not connecting, you are. You're not in the desert. It's just a little bit of a dry period sometimes when we're in ascension that happens to show us and make our faith stronger, that Spirit is always there. You are never alone. So if you're feeling that way at all, know they are right behind you. They are right there. Just listen a little closer, sweetie, because your angels are all around you. All around you. Divine guidance is all around you. So take that with you. Lots of purple light I'm seeing for you. Just let it flow. Don't ever fear anything, because you are so divinely guided and protected. Okay. Yeah, see, this is our duality, our polarity. We have a tendency sometimes to get pulled in the dark a little bit, but always remember, we're mirroring whatever we're feeling. So don't, stay positive, stay in the light, stay connected. They're telling me to pick another soul card for you. This is the one that I picked. Yeah, see that reaching up? The higher self, all the light. Higher self, right? And then the reaching up. This is us. This is our humanness that we fear and we're scared, and our higher self is always there protecting us. So always remember, Gina loves Gina, right? You are Spirit. Spirit is you. So Gina loves Gina. Georgia loves Georgia. Everyone in the Zenkuda soul space loves themselves. And that's how we stay in light. You are what you are. I am that I am. Right? So always, always know you're never alone. Your higher self has your back, sweetie. Okay? Nothing's too hard for you. David, I'm going to pick a card for your friend Bob. Okay? He is in a place where he's no longer in pain. When the full moon comes Monday, just kind of go outside and look up and just say a little prayer with him. You're going to feel his presence. Okay? Okay, I'm going to pick an angel card for you. Okay. So the angel card that I pick is so beautiful because it's compassion, David. And it says, soften your heart with respect to this situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So be grateful that your friend is at peace now. Be grateful that he's in such a beautiful place, a place far better than we can ever imagine. And he's no longer in pain or sick. He's in the light. Send him light. And then this is the beautiful soul card that I picked. And if you look at this, all the light around the head of this person, and there's like this kind of dragon energy here. And this shows me that he's in the light. Look how peaceful this person is. So no more pain, right? No more pain, just peace. And then the beautiful light in this card. So your friend is at peace, and be grateful that he's no longer suffering even though you miss him. So Pauline, I see that you are a Leo rising, Sag sun, and Cap moon. So being that your moon is in Capricorn, that is emotion. Our moon is what our emotions. So Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter are all in Capricorn for this whole past year, junked up on each other, right? So that's going to make you more emotional. It's also maybe going to, by the end of the year, if it hasn't already, it's going to make you be redefining the emotional way you respond to things. It's going to take some of the structures, the things that were your security, and maybe tear them down a little bit so that you have to bring emotion to the surface and deal with things in a different way. This is the death of the old, the rebirth of the new. So if you're not already there, I'd say by the end of 2020, you're going to be seriously different in the way you not only handle your emotions, but deal with other people's emotions as well. This full moon coming in is going to tweak all that. You may have some repetitive situations that you keep having over and over and over again this past year as the planets keep touching the same space when they go into retrograde. So see what's different about every time, because that's going to give you a glimpse into how you're going to be handling these. So I hope that helps. Amanda Sue, I am going to grab a card for you. I'm running out of time. If putting on a little lipstick. Well, the camera is good for something. Hey, I'm multitasking. So I know I'm a little crazy. So I'm picking a card right now. Hey, Felix. I'm picking a card right now for, it was somebody before Maria. Amanda Sue. Amanda Sue. I'm picking a card for you. They're telling me to go to tarot. All right. We're having fun, Felix. I hope you're having fun. Felix does a show on govscomedyclubradio.com also. And he does the, I think Felix does the chef show, right, Felix? I get everybody confused still because I started my broadcast at Govs when we went into COVID, so I never got to meet anybody. So, okay, Sarah, this is your card. Sarah, you got the King of Cups. I'm sorry, not Sarah. This is Amanda Sue's card. Amanda, you got the King of Cups. Now, usually the King of Cups is a water sign male. Water signs are Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And usually this is an energy, a King of Cups. I'm thinking this is somebody romantic in your life. They could also have a moon or rising sign in the water. But this is a kind of an emotional guy. This is somebody who maybe doesn't really want to talk about things or emote, but he's emotional. But he tries to pretend he's not. And so I'm going to pull another tarot card for you because I'm wondering what this is about. Yeah, it's a romance. This guy is your partner, okay? What I'm going to say to you is this weekend you may have a little bit of conflict with him, but it's not a bad thing because it brings out truth, which you guys need to talk about. I have a feeling this dude might be a Cancer. And if he is the sign of Cancer, the Cancer crab, he likes to go in his shell and not talk about stuff. But you're going to have some really beautiful healing conversations this weekend because that habit of his to go into the shell and not speak his piece and not say what he needs to say is hurting things. It's hurting your closeness and your connectivity. So this weekend, I think you guys are going to have a breakthrough. So I hope that makes sense, Amanda Sue, and I hope it resonates. If it doesn't, sorry, but that's what I'm getting. So I'm going to go to Maria. Take a letter, Maria. Ba, 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 ba. The energy just completely changed during this broadcast, so I have to look at the star map, but something just went into something. Because the energy completely changed. Very heavy energy all day. I don't know if you guys felt it, but everything just got a little bit different. Okay, so Maria. Telling me to pick a tarot for you and a soul card. Okay. Maria, if you are looking for recognition about something, could be at work or could be in a relationship, I feel like you're looking for recognition from a male. It could be a male boss, male superior, or it could be a relationship, familial, whatever. But I feel like you're looking for recognition about something from this person, and it comes. I'm going to show you why I think that. Just let me pick these cards up. Sorry about that. Okay. So the first card I got was this tarot card. And this is absolute recognition. You can see the laurel wreath on the top of the staff. This is you getting recognition for something you've been working on. And it's been a long time coming. And when you get it, you're going to be very surprised. It comes unexpectedly, but it comes. And the reason why this is confirmed for me is because on the soul card, look at all this beautiful new growth in the leaves across the face. The face is kind of in darkness, but it's not really, because look at the light coming from the eye and all the light in the crown. So this is something blossoming. This is new growth. This is a new beginning. So recognition comes in some form, and it begins a new cycle for you, a new cycle of life, a new cycle of beginning, rejuvenates you, gives you new energy. I hope that resonates with you, Maria. Pauline, okay. And I'm running out of time, guys, because the next show is scheduled and they'll boot me off. But, so I did Maria. This is Pauline. You want a soul card, an angel card. Got it? Pick me, Maria's saying. Okay. All right, good. I think I'm almost out here. I just don't want to, I feel bad if the broadcast cuts off and I didn't get to somebody. Okay, Pauline, soul card and angel card. They just all fell on the floor. Because I'm nervous because I want to get a card for everybody. Okay, angel, speak to me now. I'm shuffling again here. They're speaking to me for you, Pauline. Okay, yeah, all right. Pauline, I feel like you have a lot going on. I feel like there's a lot of decisions, a lot of choices for you in your life right now. What I'm going to say to you is if you look at this soul card, you can see all the choices. You can see all of these like people in your head, you know, like it's almost like too much. You need to just kind of take it down and breathe, you know, step out of the chaos, liberate yourself from the chaos, which we all should do because the full moon is really going to give us the energy to do that this Monday and over the weekend. And then I got this card, which is you are safe. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding your loved ones at home. Now, I know Archangel Michael is a very popular angel and a lot of people have an affinity for him, but I rarely pick his card. So this means to me that he's really around you and trying to help you make these decisions. And you'll see all these people, but if you look at this face, if the expression is serene, if you go within yourself, the answers are all there. And what I need to say to you, Paulina, what they're telling me to say is whatever is weighing on you and all these energies around you, do not respond to them from a place of vulnerability. Step into your power before any decisions or responses are given. All right? And that's the message. Hey, John, getting a card for you. Yeah, Christina, it's great to be creative this weekend. That's a huge thing right now. So the energy, because Uranus energy, although it's like sudden lightning, electricity, it's also aha moments and creativity. Because I always use the analogy of lightning when it appears in a room. For that split second, you can see and you know where everything is. So that's the aha moments that Uranus gives us. All right, and John, this is your card. If there's anybody that I did not get, let me know at the end of the chat. John, look at this card. If this doesn't look like you, we got this card before, but if you look at this person, they're stepping into their power, and this symbolism here is sacred geometry. It is a Merkaba. I really believe, and I say this to you often, John, you are stepping into your power. You are going to be a spiritual inspiration in the world. I really believe that, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why you're going through this period of a little bit of isolation, because you were meant to be really having a relationship with yourself right now. I'll guarantee you your meditations are getting deeper and deeper. And look at all the light. This is definitely speaks to me that you are a higher being, higher soul, and you're ascending. Okay. Kathy, yeah, I'm in a lot of people's head, Gina. That's why I'm crazy. Yeah, you're not in the desert, baby. You are just, it's a little lull because they want you to have that faith that it's always there. That's the test of, sometimes that happens to us as spiritual warriors. We're like, we almost think God forgot about us for a moment. And that's the test, because during those moments, to have complete and utter faith, that means we've really arrived at our true relationship with Spirit and the fact that it is eternal and unending and it never wavers, never wavers. And you have that. You're so loved. So you definitely have that. Okay, Pauline. Oh, my dog is good, RJ. Thank you for asking. His biopsy came back. Sparky is fine. The energy change. Yeah, I don't know if anybody felt that during the broadcast about 10 minutes ago. I felt the energy completely change. Retrogrades are going to be with us until the end of the year, David. Okay, and Aaron, I'm picking a card for you because I know you're trying to figure out if you're moving or not. I think you made your decision though, but I got to pick a card for Aaron and RJ, and then I'm probably going to get booted off the broadcast, so. Okay, this one's for Aaron, my pal Aaron in Texas. Oh, thank you, John. Some aren't so good and some are good. Last week I had a migraine the day before, and I was like, I stick a camera in my face, and I'm like, not a good thing, but when you're scheduled to do a broadcast, you can't get out of it. So, okay. Aaron, here's your card. Is Aaron moving? Well, we know he's moving. He just doesn't know where. Aaron, I think you're moving. So when I see this card, Aaron, it means that sometimes you're leaving a place you didn't expect to leave. It's like moving away, not locally. So you might be changing cities or something. All right, that's my cards. And then the next one is RJ. RJ, gonna pick a soul card for you, RJ. Nope, they're telling me an angel card. I'm sorry, couldn't make up my mind here. All right, and then this is going to be the last pull. You guys can find me on Zenkuda on YouTube. I have over 80 videos there. Tarot, astrology, words of wisdom, beliefs for healing, meditations. And please subscribe. I'm trying to boost that channel so I can do my lives there. And also you can find me on Instagram on Zenkuda Official. And you can find me here on Facebook on Zenkuda by Georgia Rose. Zenkuda is for all of us living our life above the five senses. A lot Zen, and a little Barracuda. Very serious about our Zen. So here is a card for RJ. RJ, remember who you are. Archangel Michael, again tonight. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. So RJ, if you were feeling lonely or anything this week, just know that you are very loved. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Please do remember, full moon on Monday in Aquarius. It's going to be liberating, freedom. It is going to be great for aha moments, but it's also going to be a little bit intense emotionally, and so don't act out. Go within. Thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you all next Tuesday, 7 o'clock on Facebook Live.